What up? It's time to do a reaction of the new chapter 1178, A Fading Nightmare. We're about to see Imu 1v2 Luffy and Loki. Let's see. Kid can even catch a break on a cover page. We see the crew. Oi! Luffy is screaming from the distance. Bro, what's up? What the fuck? He teleported. I'll leave them to you. Hey man, you left Loki alone? Need backup? I give a strong ride to Gunko's grill. I'll count on you if things get bad. For now, I take a few steps back if I were you. Whoa, it's getting serious. As we can tell from Luffy's eyebrows, Loki's a real wild card. The fuck? It was but a few years ago. Who's talking? Imu? Who else would use "twas" when a giant ship was glimpsed at sea? What the fuck does that mean? Glimp? What? Helmed by a captain of truly immense stature. That craft was never identified a few years ago, for it skulked deep within fog-shrouded regions. Are you talking about Thriller Bark? Yet it only targeted world government vessels. Oh, you're talking about Loki when he was a pirate? Okay. All the while, Nidhogg spits his thunderbolts. Hey, leave some for me! During that self-same period, a number of credible rumors started to emerge. She got away. Yeah, this kind of attacks never work, bro. We learned that from Kaido. Concerning the sighting of an unimaginably large flying beast. The truth is plain to see now. There you are. You'll pay for what you did. To Sopenbrook. This is walk to Frankie's house all over again. Huh? What the fuck, Gunko? Committed a harakiri. What is going on? Is that blood or ink? Something came out. What the fuck, man? If only thou were erased from the world. With your magical eraser, Imu is the author of the manga world that we're in. Yeah, that was a brief theory from the previous video. Anyway, Azrox was before thee. But was he though? What the fuck is that word? Koyurl. Demonic Covenant. Oh shit. We see the pentagrams. Is he trying to do Dome Reversi? Oh fuck, I saw it from the panel below. Thou shalt cast aside a portion. Oh yeah, she's doing the whole spiel and receive blah blah blah. In exchange for this blessing, thou shalt loathe each other. Dome Reversi. And she does it on both at the same time. Fuck them up, Imu. Let's fucking go. You look like Slenderman though. Did it work? What's a big idea? This thing doesn't even hurt. What a pain. Did you just say rocks? What are these legs from Imu there? Is he a fucking quadricep? I mean, a fucking quadruped? As expected. These two are truly immune. What? It's too puny to fight like this. Wait. It's a her? Imu is shocked. Booming Dawn Gatling. Annihilated. Ragnar? Loki on his ancient giant form. Move it, Luffy. Ready to pummel the shadowy, inky thing. I don't think Hammer works on that stuff, but let's see. Milfheim. What? He made her an ice cube. Is that your finishing move? Wait, but Luffy's done. What? I have no idea what you are, but doing it this way is much quicker. Besides, I was way too big for way too long. Don't tell me that's it. It's over? What? I was hyped. Come on, man. I don't wanna go to the fishing village. What the fuck? Focus on putting out the fires. No one cares, man. And then on the hunting village, the same thing. So we're wrong about Loki. Yeah. We may have misjudged him, but look at this mess. Still a pain in the ass. Go Zeus! Sure, sea cloud. Wasn't that in Skypiea? Weren't the clouds there sea clouds? Clouds that you could sail on with a ship. Shoulder throw. I mean, we're getting the same number of panels for putting out the fire as dealing with Imu. Come on, man. West Village. Did we do it? If they all flip back to white, then yeah. To white? I mean, they were black in demon form, but were they white before? Forgive us, Chips, it was like some kind of malicious darkness. Alright, I got this. Zoro is finishing off the remaining demons, or actually Monster Choppa is still slapping the demons out. Maybe we'll get another hint as to how the fuck that is happening. What the hell did you just do? Yeah, that's my question, sir. No idea. Haha, yeah, whatever, man. Seems like I can undo their demonification just by hitting them. Chopper, the ultimate healer. And Zoro has the same theory. Hey, maybe it's because you're an amazing doctor? You got it. Should become a One Piece theorist. No sign of enemy activity in Artisan Village. Where? More fires? We got it. Seems like all that's left is to extinguish the fires. Just have Loki in dragon form do a fucking spit and be done with it. Soul! What's going on here? There's definite fire damage, but the shelves are empty. They stole the books? There should at least be fragments of books left. Biblo, the owl, ain't here neither. Very suspicious. I don't want to be too optimistic, but I think he might have moved the books. Things get wrapped up pretty quickly. Very true. Well, it ain't like this was a full-on war against the whole organization. It's like Oda telling us, hey guys, wait for the final war. There will be all the action you want, hopefully. That would be the war that would make Marineford look like a pile of shit. What was the quote? Even if these guys are knights, there were only 3 of them. Yeah, it's insane how thoroughly they managed to devastate somewhere as massive as Elbaf. What happened to the Great One? The Chosen One became the Frozen One. Let's keep Bayless there for ya. Outskirts of West Village, we see a massive footprint. Damn it! The severed head of Summers and his heart. Okay, back to Luffy's group. Fucking finally. Loki, I'm hungry. Hey, go back to the village then. It ain't like I carry food on me. Hey, that squirrel there. I'm sure Luffy would enjoy some squirrel meat. Nah, but he said he doesn't eat fighters. If you know, you know. What's that weird look anyway? Imu fucking poofed out. What? Where is this sorcery? But she didn't regenerate when she was frozen. The Holy Land of Mary Joa. What are these ruins here? Pangea Castle. What the fuck is going on with these fucking butterflies? Are they even butterflies? They look like bow ties. Elders. Yes, Great Imu. The Holy Land will be without Mu for a short while. Would Imu really be going there? Where? No way she goes to Elbaf. You don't have the balls. Shit. I mean, I was expecting more action. Oh, obviously, we got pretty much 0. She did try to Domi reverse them, but it had no effect. Why though? I guess that's the question, but who are immune to dark types in Pokemon? No one, right? Only if you have the prankster ability, like Luffy in Nika form. I definitely need to reread this. I'm sure I missed a lot of stuff. The image of that heart in the middle of Summer's chopped up head stuck to my mind. Okay, so let's go. Luffy's dropping off the bodies, the remains of Usopp and Brook. Imu gives us some info about Loki's pirating days, presumably. I thought she was talking about Thriller Bark for a second. Hey, maybe that was his ship, actually. I mean, if you think about the size of Thriller Bark, it was fit for ancient giants, as we saw with oars there. And Imu is talking about some foggy, spooky regions. Also, that's where we saw Lola, who remember was supposedly going to marry Loki. Another reference. Anyway, let's continue. Imu was saying that she had heard rumors about a giant Nidhogg dragon flying beast. But what about those giant shadows in Thriller Bark? What the fuck are those? And before Luffy can take his revenge on Kunko, Imu skedaddles, emerges from Kunko's uterus. Get a fucking C-section. What is that stuff, man? That looks like ink to me. Especially if we consider those blobs there. That splattering of black stuff. Something came out. Yeah, but what? By the way, this looks like Kevin from SpongeBob, the sea cucumber. Can't get the image out of my head. If only you were erased from the world. Who's he talking about? Luffy or Loki? Or both? As Rox was before the... probably Luffy. But Rox wasn't erased. When I hear that sentence from Imu, I would think the erasure would be absolute, you know? No one would remember you. No one would have an inkling. Huh? Inkling? Because of the ink, anyway, of who you were. That would constitute true death, as Dr. Hirolux said, because that's when you die, when you're forgotten. What am I babbling about? I mean, Rox was erased from the history books or whatever, but he's still a legend. Then Imu tries that double Domi reversi, but to no avail. Oh, now I understand those 4 legs I saw before. It's actually Gunko, what the fuck, man. As expected, says Imu. So you expected it not to work, huh? These two are truly ... Should have Domi reverse it Ragnir. Why are they immune though? Why are they unaffected? Luffy's immune to lightning, poison, and brain control, or soul control, whatever that is. Well, actually, he was controlled by Miss Golden Week. She's stronger than Imu, the real final boss. He was also hypnotized by Django. Well, of course, he was in Nika form back then. I'm just saying random shit. What about Loki though? Because he's the god of war, the Nidhogg, the god of war and the sun god. Doesn't work on gods. Then him gets attacked, frozen. I like how the ink or whatever that is, that form of Imu, can actually be frozen though. So it's material. Next, we go to Chopper performing exorcisms. And he's saying, I can undo their demonification just through a good old spanking. That's medicine for you. Well, it's not just any old hit though. It's a monster bitch slap. And in the middle of all this chaos, someone robbed the library. At least we have a suspect. Fucking owl. Owls love books. We know that. Don't get me started on my theory of birds. All I'm gonna say is this. Imu is a fucking bird, man. Or she's being controlled by a bird. Like how Hattori, the pigeon, was controlling Lucci. Imu is being controlled by a parrot. Okay, but here's a serious theory about how we will defeat Imu in the end. Remember in Thriller Bark, when the guys in the crew tried to assimilate to make a robot warrior, but Robin didn't dock. Well, in the final war, she will, and that will be the final form of the crew. And also this time, Luffy will be there. What the fuck? Soul has a peg leg? This is the first time I've noticed that shit. What? And this is foreshadowed by all the times Luffy got starry-eyed looking at a robot. At a beam. Alright, let's proceed with the chapter. Now we go to the Summers page. First of all, we see giant footprint. The Yeti Cool Brothers came in Elbaf. They are giants, right? What the fuck are they? Big, hairy, furry, blurry giants. That does kind of look like a bird foot. What is it called actually? A claw. So inside that claw, Mark, we see three things from the distance, from the drone shot, which are that weird mechanical heart and the two diced pieces of Summer's head, which are reattached by themselves. Well, I mean, Summers is doing it, and it actually hurts. Unlike Kinemon in Punk Hazard, when they were playing fucking Jenga with his head parts. But what the fuck is this heart? You see that little circle there? That looks like a watch or something? That's like the meter thing that Celestial Dragons have in their spacesuits. Or, even weirder than that, I mean, he's a Celestial Dragon, of course, but the space pirates in the moon from Enel's space mission, you know, the cover story when he went there. What does this mean? This whole page is super weird, because then we see, you know, the Imu silhouette riddled with bullet holes inside the ice cube, fucking vanishing. The eyes, though, I always tell motherfuckers to go for the eyes. Now that I take a closer look at that Summers panel, am I supposed to believe that the heart was inside the head? I don't know if that was obvious, but a very suspicious placement of the heart there, in between the two parts. But why would you even have a heart if you don't bleed? It's a heart that pumps ink. So this heartless bastard actually has a heart? Well, I mean, it's an imitation heart. The whole heart thing is very important, you know, having a heart. Not just literally, but as a theme in the One Piece story. I can really go in deep now, but for example, Dr. Hiruluk said to Chopper, of course you can become a doctor. You have the most important thing, a big heart. You know, kindness and shit. But that's why Chopper can get the demons out. I'm still on that. Also, Dr. Hero Luke said something like, before dying, right? I may be gone, but my dream will live on. Okay, he said that. And then he goes, and the sick hearts of the people will be healed. That was his mission as a doctor, right? To heal the hearts and shit. And what was the cure? Cherry blossoms. And Dalton wanted the country to have a heart. Also in Dressrosa, the whole Dressrosa arc is about hearts and love, and that's another story. But I remember Viola. She was talking to her father, King Riku, and she was saying that we have to trust the Straw Hats, right? With the future of this country, because unlike the world government, who allowed Doflamingo to be in the position, to rule as a tyrant, unlike those fuckers, the Straw Hats have heart. I'm pretty sure she said something like that, man. I will go and find that shit. So she made a clear distinction between Straw Hats and the guys we fight now. The fucking world government, man. Those heartless freaks. Anyway, finally, we go to the last page, where we see Imu saying that she will take a leave of absence to go somewhere. I don't believe she would go to Elbaf. She just said the last chapter that she doesn't sully her hands, right? Probably gonna go hide somewhere. That will be more in character. Maybe she will go into that other world from, the video before I did. The second world, the world of darkness, the upside down, to amass a dark army for the final war. Now that she saw that she got owned that easily from Nika and Nidhogg, something like that. Or she's going to the moon. The Mu stands for moon. I feel that's enough. Enough rambling. So, goodbye.